Hey guys, it's Friday, so it's shopping day. I got asked whether I'd go through my cupboards and show what I've got in my fridge and my freezer, that kind of thing. I have done it previously in a shopping video, but that was last year, so I thought I'd just go through it again. And I can't even remember what video it is to link it, so I think I'm just going to go through it again. You may hear Pixie snoring quite heavily in the background. Bless her, she was spayed yesterday, so she's on some, she's still recovering from the anaesthetic and she's on some quite strong drugs. Because I got her spayed. My last dog sadly passed away because she got an infection of the womb, and then my friend's dog recently had the same thing happen. She didn't pass away, they managed to save the dog, but it was like £800 odd worth of vet fees. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not even going to take the chance. I never plan on breeding Pixie, and I just, there's no reason not to spay her. It means that she won't come into season, and that's a good thing. But it is a bit sad when you see her all looking sorry for herself. I did share a picture of her with her flower cone. She looks like a little flower on Instagram. My Instagram is Helen Marie Wright. So yeah, let me spin you around and we'll start going through my cupboards, because today is my big shop. Because obviously I've said in many videos, what I do is on payday we have our big shop, and I kind of not stock up for the month, but a little bit so. The weeks following after my big shop is just my top-up shops, my fresh produce, anything that's on offer, that kind of thing. But I like to stock my cupboards up on payday shops, so it's my big shop. So although I plan on trying to do my shopping on a Friday morning, because I think that would be a lot more easier for me, for this big shop I think I'm going to go with Danny and Cameron, because they're big and strong and they can help carry all these heavy bags. So let me spin you around and show you my cupboards. So my cupboards are definitely sleeping with the enemy style. This is just works for me, and I've always done this. So here I've got some chopped tomatoes. I've actually got 3, so I know I need one more. And then when I buy one, I'll pull them all forward and I'll put the newest one at the back. I have 1 lonely tin of mushrooms. I had a theory of, I should stock up just in case, but in reality, I don't use them that often. I just want to use that last tin and then be done with it. I have my 4 tins of cream styled corn that I use in soups. This is like odds and ends, so I've got 2 tins of corned beef and 2 tins of tuna chunks, because I like to have things in at least pairs. 2 tins of beans, so really I need 2 tins of hoops. 4 tins of tomato soup, I like tomato soup. And then I've got a tin of red kidney beans, a tin of coconut milk, and some hot dogs that on the occasion the kids will have hot dogs and beans on toast for lunch. So there's just an odd few tins there. Here I have my gravy granules. I like to have 1 in use and 1 for spare, but I just have, this one's open, so that's my 1 in use, so I know I need 1 of each. I have some golden breadcrumbs and some more gravy back there. I have 1 passata, so I know I need another one. I have 2 pastas, and then I have 1 rice, and then I fill it up so it's not loose in the bag, whereas the pasta, I will use the whole bag for dinner, so I don't mind so much. Up here I have my sharp knives, because obviously I don't want the kids getting hold of them. And then I have my baking goods, so it's a bit more messy, but I definitely know I need flour. So that is me. So when I go through my cupboards, I can write a list so easily, because I know how many to get of each thing. And I like to have stocked cupboards. Then in this cupboard, I have my jars and things. I used to go through a lot more pasta bakes when Danny done more shift work, but obviously he's been put on to 9 to 5, so we don't really use them as much. So I'll use them up, but I used to have 4 of the tomato based ones and 4 of the cheese and bacon, because the kids would love that on nights that Danny was working and weren't home. I have some mayonnaise, some brockwurst. Danny picked that up, it's not yet been eaten. Some salsa and some pickled onions. I then have some Balti curry and some korma, some coconut oil, a pot noodle, and my salmon paste. And then up here I just have the open packets and the other closed packets of pasta and orzo and sesame seeds and barley and all these things. Liam's got I've got some pasta up here as well. Liam's got his sweets. Liam doesn't have a sweet tooth at all, so these are about 3 weeks old, I took them to the Poundland and got them. And there isn't many in there now, but there's 2. But Liam still hasn't eaten them. And then when my mum was down, she bought them some sweets, and that's Liam's. He's still there. He's not like the other two. And then in these here, let me pull them down. I have some pudding rice, some brown rice, we don't often eat that, and some lasagna sheets. And then in the other one I just have my packets. So I have chicken casserole, chili con carne, tacos. I got these so juicy. I got them because they look so tasty, but in actual fact I don't particularly like them all that much. Some more, which should probably be the fun. Some packet macaroni and cheese. Again, the boys like this for lunches at the weekend and things like that. So that's what's in there. So in this cupboard over here, which is just above my kettle and things, I have some crackers, some honey, so one in use, one for spare, you'll see that. And I know I need my coffee. Decaf don't get used very much, I just pretty much get that for my mum. This coffee I have one in use and one for spare. My sugar, I have one in use and one for spare. So, and in here I've just got flavoured tea, which we tend to drink them more in the winter, and some hot chocolate and some things like that. So in this cupboard I keep the boys' squash. I have a lemon and an orange. The lemon don't get used that much, it's mainly me that drinks it. But yeah, I've got no blackcurrant left, so I know I need to stock up with that. There's some ice cream cones in there and some like granola and oats that me and my husband sometimes eat. And then there's 2 things of cereal back there. I'm sorry that it's dark. And then some frosted flakes and some hoops, so I'll probably pick up some more cereal. This was just like all Tupperware, and I just pretty much cleared it out. It was like the kids bits. I just kept the plastic cups, not that they really use them that often anymore. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting their snack bins in here that were in the other cupboard. Let me show you. So in this cupboard under the sink, the boys' snack bins are back there. We don't really use them as much as we used to now, but I do want to. And then obviously I have my white vinegar that I use for cleaning. I have some extra virgin olive oil and some olive oil that's my one in use, so I need a spare one. I have my sack of potatoes, so I need potatoes. And then my washing powder's just in here, but I've got plenty, that's fine. And then there's just Pixie's treats. I have my fruit bowl over here. I did use a bowl, but then I found this in the cupboard that I use for like parties and Christmas and things like that, and I wanted to put it more on a tin because I find apples tend to ripen other fruits, so I want to keep them separate to prolong the life of my fruit. So I just have one lonely apple left from this week. So in my fridge, the light bulb's gone in the fridge, so that's why it's not lightened up, but we have some almond milk. I normally store my milk up the top, so obviously I need milk. Then I have the kids' packed lunch bits. I have cheese. I have a full one and then one that's in use. I do have 2.5 packets of German salami, but this has got quite a long date, so I don't mind picking a couple more up. I have some halloumi cheese and I have some chorizo that's half eaten, but it lasts really, really well, and we just have that for like omelettes and things like that. Then we have some peppers. I think there's like 1 slice of ham left. I have 2.5 butters. I'll definitely pick up some more. Ollie has 2 yogurts left, and this is some gammon left from yesterday. And I don't know if I should use it for sandwiches or make soup. In here I have my onions and my garlic. I like my onions kept in the fridge. I know you're not meant to, but I find that they just work better for me. I don't cry. They don't make me cry when they're kept in the fridge. In here, carrots, because obviously I prepped them all. So there's literally just a few left in there. And then in here I just have some mushrooms and 2 pieces of spring onion. Probably should be chucked out. And then in the door I just have milk, my water, medication, and just like mint sauce, cream, you know, that kind of thing. In this top drawer I keep the yogurts that I buy for the pack up, and I stick them in the freezer. That way they stay fresh and they keep the packed lunch full. we didn't actually eat the muffins last week, so I stuck them in the freezer. The kids have still got loads of ice bowls, and there's something back there. I'm not sure what that is because I'm terrible at labelling things. So that's that drawer. In this drawer I have my last bag of chicken breast bits and other odds and ends. I really need to do like a leftovers day and just use up a lot of this, and we just all have different meals just so I can just use it all up. There's some dippers there. Again, they don't get eaten all that often. Bottom one is where I just keep my veg. Oh, I have some mashed potato that I've cooked and frozen. That was just like, because I always cook too much. And I have my frozen peppers, my frozen celery. I have other veggies down there as well. Just green peppers, because I like to do a bag of just green and then a bag of mixed. So here I have my chest freezer. I'm sorry it's dark, but it's quite a miserable dark day. So in here I have these New Orleans chicken wings. I have a bag of broccoli, some wraps. I have loads of ice cream down there and a apple crumble. I have that fish that I did, some batter, the duck wings, the coffee kebab I've been in a while, some green beans, some more fish, then corn pieces, some ice, there's some pulled pork down there, so it's just your typical chest freezer really. So I've got quite a lot of room, but I need to get my frozen chicken breasts that I normally buy monthly, and that normally stocks this right up. So now I've gone through my cupboards and my fridge and my freezers, and I know what I need to stock up on, because again it's the big shop. I'm also doing that with my cleaning products. So again, I like to have one in use and one for spare. So I have one in use washing up liquid, I need one for spare, and I just do that with all my cleaning products. So let me spin you around because I want to show you something with my fabric softener. This is the fabric softener that I get from Aldi's. This is the one they used to do, and it's a bigger bottle and it's 20 washes. And then they brought this one out, which is in fact 40 washes, so it's double concentrate, but the actual lids, take this off, are the exact same size. I usually use like half a capful, but it's kind of, I can't get used to just using a quarter. So what I like to do is I kept the old bottle, I will pour this into my bottle and then I will fill it up with water and then pour that in there. So this is then filled up to the top, and I know that I'm not using more than I need to. It's great that they've got smaller packaging. It's great that it's double concentrate. I completely agree. So I've just filled it up. I hope this tip can help someone out there, because I always find I go through this far too quickly, so I just dilute it myself. Anyway, I know I've got my one in use, and I'm now going to replace my spare one. So I know I need to add one of them to the shopping list. So I'm just sat here and I'm working on my shopping list and a list of meals that I work from, because I do recommend that to meal plan. It's really easy if you just write down on a bit of paper or print it up every meal that you usually eat. That way when you come to meal plan you can just work off that and know what your family normally like. So yeah, I've made my meal plan. I always put it in my diary first, and then I stick it on the board, on that chalkboard, so the boys know what we're eating. So Monday I've put down jacket potatoes, Tuesdays I've put down leftovers. I really want to use those leftovers up in the freezer, and I've actually got a doctor's appointment at 14:50, so I don't know how long it's going to run. You know what the doctors are like, you can be in there for hours, and that's just wait in the waiting room before you get seen. So that way I could just say to Danny, just find something. I don't know. Wednesday I plan on doing sausages in pasta with like a red sauce. Thursday chicken korma. I have some chicken spice and I have a can of coconut milk, as I showed you, and I want to make my own korma in the slow cooker. I've never done it before, but I'm going to give it a go. Friday I decided that I will do that gammon and potato soup, so I chucked the gammon in the freezer so I can pull that back out. Saturday I'm going to do chicken and rice, and then Sunday my typical Sunday roast. That's the meal plan for next week. I did get my Asda order, but the chicken breast that I'd ordered just didn't come. It was unavailable, so I still need to pick up my chicken breast. I do plan on doing a Superdrug order, because I tend to order from Superdrug once every couple of months and just stock up on sort of Danny's wash and deodorant and stuff like that when it's on offer. It's free delivery from them when you've got like a membership card. So yeah, I need to do that. So I might put that in next week's shop. Also, obviously we're coming into the season now, aren't we? I'm going to start buying stuff for Christmas. I need to buy stuff for my Halloween party, so I'm going to be buying more with that. I need to make my Christmas cakes, so I'm going to be buying some dried fruit and things like that today, so I need to make my Christmas cakes. I'm going to make one for myself and one for my mum like I did last year. I'm also thinking I'm going to make one for next door. There's an elderly couple next door, and I think they would really, really appreciate a homemade Christmas cake. You know, it's my nan's recipe, so I know that they would appreciate that, so I'm going to do that for them. So yeah, if you would like to see last year's Halloween party, I will leave that linked below, and I will also leave linked below my Christmas cake recipe. That was my nan's, so if you're interested in that. So originally I was going to put this in the front of my Aldi haul, but the video's getting so long that I'm just going to upload this, and then I will upload my Aldi haul and also the Asda bits that I got this week. I'm going to throw at the end of that video, so I look forward to that coming up a bit later. But yeah, for now I'm just going to leave this as a video as it is, because this is how I stick to my budget. This is how I stick to my £400 a month budget for my family of 5. This is how I meal plan. This is how I sort my cupboards. This is how I stay on track. This really, really helps me. So I hope this video can help any one of you. If it just helps one person to try and stick to a budget or organise their cupboards, you know, then that's a good thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later when I come back with my Aldi haul.